Hi, I'm Kip, and this is my geology presentation.
Love is a burning thing.
So today we're going to be talking about the Ring of Fire. No, not the Johnny Cash song, but the geological Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is an area where a large number of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur in the basin of the Pacific Ocean. In a 40,000 kilometer or 25,000 mile horseshoe shape, it is associated with a nearly continuous series of oceanic trenches, volcanic arcs, and volcanic belts and or plate movements. It has 452 volcanoes and is home to over 75% of the world's active and dormant volcanoes. It is sometimes called the Circum-Pacific Belt. Living in Hawaii, the Ring of Fire is especially important to us because we're right in the middle of it. See? There we are. The Ring of Fire is the result of plate tectonics. Much of the volcanic activity occurs along subduction zones, which are convergent plate boundaries where two tectonic plates come together. The heavier plate is shoved, or subducted, under the other plate. When this happens, melting of the plates produces magma. The magma rises up through the overlying plate, erupting to the surface as a volcano. In other words, it's a giant area of volcanic activity that encompasses almost the entire Pacific Ocean. The Ring of Fire has been the site of the largest earthquakes ever recorded and encompasses several different countries. Here are just a few. Canada. The Pacific Tectonic Plate and North American Plate meet right along the west coast of Canada, creating a zone prone to earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The population of Canada is spread out, so the death tolls have been very low. However, the country has recorded quakes up to 9.0 magnitude and some of the most powerful ever recorded. Canada is a very underrated area of seismic activity and home to the most overrated character in comic book history. Shut up, he is. On June 23rd, on Vancouver Island, a 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck, killing 2 people. There were reports of extensive property damage as chimneys toppled and buildings crumbled. The quake also triggered landslides across the central part of the island. On August 22nd, 1949, an 8.1 magnitude earthquake struck along the Queen Charlotte Fault. The Queen Charlotte Fault is Canada's closest equivalent to the infamous San Andreas Fault in California. Although the quake was felt as far north as the Yukon, the sparse population of the affected area meant there were no casualties. The Queen Charlotte Fault struck again on June 24, 1970, causing a magnitude 7.4 quake to hit the offshore Haida Gwaii region. Once again, there were no fatalities. And in 2012, on October 22nd, a 7.7 magnitude earthquake rolled through the Haida Gwaii region again. It was felt across most of north-central British Columbia, including Prince Rupert and Quesnel. The earthquake triggered tsunami warnings and serious social media chatter, but resulted in little property damage and no known fatalities. Japan. Japan may be the most dangerous place in the world. Sorry, Australia. Japan is in a zone of extreme crustal instability. As the result of subduction of the Pacific Plate and the Philippine Sea Plate, Japan experiences up to 1,500 earthquakes every year, sometimes at magnitudes of 4 to 6 on the Richter. They get hit with 10% of all earthquakes in the world and 100% of all Godzilla attacks. Some extreme cases include the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923, in which 130,000 people died, and the Great Hanshin earthquake of 1995, in which 6,434 people died. In 2011, Japan was hit with a magnitude 9.0 earthquake, the country's biggest ever and the 5th largest in the world. They also experienced minor tremors almost daily and undersea earthquakes, which create a constant danger from tsunamis. USA. A hotbed of seismic activity, the United States experiences thousands of earthquakes every year, 10,000 just in Southern California alone. The largest of these actually happened in Alaska. It was known as the Good Friday earthquake. The 1964 Alaskan earthquake, also known as the Great Alaskan Earthquake and Good Friday earthquake, occurred at 5:36 p.m. on Good Friday, March 27th. Across south-central Alaska, ground fissures, collapsing structures, and tsunamis resulting from the earthquake caused about 139 deaths. And there you have it, Ring of Fire. Thank you very much for watching.